Guys, we've got a lot of Star Wars Battlefront 2 news to talk about. So, hey everyone, what's up? Star Wars HQ here. Hope you all are doing good today, and let's dive in. So, let's do this. So, a lot of stuff to go over today. We're going to be seeing comments from the design director on Battlefront 2, Dennis Brannval, and he's going to be talking about what he thinks should be the future content going into the game, or give some ideas about this. Very interesting stuff in here for sure about that. Then also we're going to be talking about Anakin, Purge Troopers, could be seeing those in the future, and then DICE is further investigating planets that you would like to see going forward in Battlefront 2. So let's do this. Let's talk about the new units and stuff like that. So, Imhurst 2003 says this: weapons are definitely needed now at this point. This is a thing that Battlefront 2015 handled very well. A lot of you guys are really wanting weapons in the game. Now, Dennis Brannval responded saying the following: after watching the reception of the BX Commando droid and ARC Trooper, I think we need to find a better way to add more new troopers without having them be a part of a class necessarily. This is definitely a very interesting statement for sure, because as they add like the BX Commando droid and then they've added the ARC Trooper, it feels like they're also adding true characters and personalities to the game, not just weapons, and I'm personally absolutely loving that. I think that's the route they should take permanently going forward when adding, like, even if they're considering like, hey, let's add a brand new weapon. Well, you know, could they attach that weapon to a character or something like that? I think that's super important to consider. You know, we have yet to even see characters like Commander Cody, Captain Rex, that sort of thing. They could be added in like a grand fashion, of course, going forward in Battlefront 2. And it also allows for further storytelling and gives personality to everything. It's kind of like Rainbow Six Siege and then also Overwatch in that regard. And I personally think that would be freaking awesome to see them take that route permanently when adding new units. Just add like characters, keep adding the characters attached to weapons and stuff like that. Let me know if you guys agree with that statement, of course. Post a comment down below if you just want to see a weapon and have the freedom to do whatever you want with that. But yeah, let me know what you think of that one. Alright, so let's keep going here. So, Emmanuel Maurice says this: my heart is broken every time I see level 40 Anakins destroy the fun that has not even begun in Heroes versus Villains. And the response is from Benoit, community manager of Battlefront 2. He says he's got some changes coming in the next update. So yeah, expect some changes for Anakin going forward in this next update that will be dropping here. So I'll have those specifics for you guys when we get those details. Of course, expect like patch notes and that sort of thing going forward. But yep, looks like Anakin is going to be changed, I would think, for the better going forward. Alright, a lot of you guys really want to see Purge Troopers in Star Wars Battlefront 2, especially after the reveal of Jedi Fallen Order, and I can't really blame you at all. So, this was asked out on Twitter. This comes from, I think it's Diehard Drone or something like that. I don't know. He says, not asking for confirmation, but is there any chance the Purge Trooper will make it into Battlefront 2 as an infiltrator? Great question. And the response is from Benoit, who says, we will see what the future holds. We've got a long list of community requests as well as our own. Let me know if you guys really want to see this, or what your priority list looks like, by the way. Go ahead and post like a list of what you would like to see added in terms of like reinforcements. One being the most desired, and then of course, like, if you want to make five, a total of 5 things in that list, 5 being the least desired, but still top on your list. Alright, but next up, the response was this: well, to be honest, a lot of people are tired of the Clone Wars by now. And the response was from Ben, who says, there's also a lot of people that like Clone Wars. And that gives me the idea that DICE is hyper-focused on the Clone Wars right now. And I'm going to personally say, I think that's great, because the Clone Wars is going to be absolutely huge, even bigger than ever before when the Season 7 drops. Why not continue focusing on that and building what you have already built up with this Capital Supremacy? We're getting another great Clone Wars map, Kashyyyk. Just keep rolling out the great Clone Wars content. The Clone Wars, as you guys know, is just full of so much potential in terms of Battlefront 2. It's absolutely crazy. So many characters that we have yet to tap into, and even like reinforcements, planets, vehicles. It's maddening. I just personally think keep going, Clone Wars. Of course, a lot of you guys want to see episode 9, which I don't blame you. Hopefully that movie's really good and turns out to be awesome. But that teaser, dang, that teaser makes me think that's going to be a good movie. All right, so next up, Forge says this out on Discord. He says, what planets would you want? So once again, he is also asking everyone, what do you guys want to see next for Battlefront 2? You guys know my answer. It's quite simple. Coruscant. Now, mentioning Coruscant, Forge also asked this, what is it about Coruscant that you like? So he's actually out there on Discord asking about Coruscant. You guys know Charlemagne was also responding about Coruscant as well. Now, he did give his opinions about other maps too in the mix. So he also mentioned some other stuff. So he is giving opinions, trying to, looks like, gauge the reaction of the Battlefront 2 community right now going forward. Does not mean that Coruscant is being worked on right now. That's going to be, you know, in the game anytime soon. But man, it would be so cool to see. And honestly, I'm going to keep mentioning Coruscant. I know it would be a huge undertaking for DICE to make something like that. But dude, it would be freaking epic on this engine, no doubt. Alright, so this was asked by FinFet, who says, I need my monthly 10 versus 10 heroes fix. And the response was from Jay Charlemagne, community manager of Battlefront 2. He says, we're looking at bringing it back, but not for next month, maybe June. So look out for that sort of announcement. If that, once that's made like, you know, a firm date or anything, we'll have it for you when that happens. It's always fun when they do those sort of events for sure. So yeah, looks like that could be happening in the future. All right, let's talk about AI updates. So Armor 3 says, hey Jay, hope you're doing great. Are we really getting more arcade in this month update? Seeing some videos around. Now the response was from Jay, who says, just AI updates this month. So they're going to be doing some updates to the AI in arcade to further mirror what they've done with the Capital Supremacy, giving them you know, more oomph, I guess you would say. And it's cool to see that they're paying attention to offline this much. Because, you know, recently I've been playing this game called World War Z. Maybe some of you guys have heard about it. It is freaking epic. And the cool thing about that is it has an offline mode. Like, it literally has an offline mode in the game. So I was having trouble connecting to their servers. But I was like, this is so cool. I could just play offline. Games these days usually don't offer this. This is like super rare, which is sad. So it would be cool if Battlefront 2 really began supporting something like that, where you can just like goof around more offline, of course. So a lot of people really enjoy that. All right, you know what time it is. It is time for your top comments. Remember, leave a comment down below. We're always browsing through the comments, whether it's the top comment or a comment that's completely kind of out there. Maybe it doesn't have any replies on it. We highlight as many as possible, and we check out all the comments, so go for it. So let's do this. Let's check out what the first top comment will be here. Dan says, I'd really like to see Felicia added as a map. It was a major battle in the Clone Wars and would be really cool to see. As a Capital Supremacy map, that's what he says. So that would be very cool. They could do some avatar colors to the map, of course, if it does have like a nighttime feel to it, because as you guys know, a lot of those plants really are vibrant and bright, on that planet. So yeah, I mean, there's a lot they could do. And I remember, I think it was Ben Walkout on Discord said that's one planet he would personally like to see as well. It'd definitely be extremely unique within this engine for sure. And again, I think it would give that avatar feel to the game. All right, so Knight777 says, honestly, I have a feeling Captain Rex would be a great addition to the game since they added the dual wielding mechanics. You know what? I think you nailed it. I honestly wonder if they're prepping for like adding Captain Rex simply because they were able to nail down the dual wielding mechanics in the game. So he's basically ready now to be added to the game for sure. So why not? I think that should be the next step. But would it happen anytime soon? Honestly, probably not. And here's my speculation on that. They'd probably want to release a lot of that stuff alongside Ahsoka and the Clone Wars Season 7 stuff, if they do actually do Season 7 stuff, which honestly, I hope they do. And personally, I expect them to, just to be blunt. Hopefully they do. But yeah, that would make a great addition, wouldn't it? You know, Ahsoka, brand new Clone Wars like Season 7 map, and then boom, Captain Rex. Man, that'd be so badass. Alright, so next up we have Makeryar says this. The amount of potential this game has is phenomenal. I strongly believe this game has a lot of significant content that could blow up the gaming world. DICE just needs time to figure it out. Yeah. And you know, another thing they could do is get this game nailed down, get enough content in Capital Supremacy, really hyper-focus on this Clone Wars stuff, and then market it against the Clone Wars Season 7, you know, TV series release, and they can really nail that down, and I think that has huge potential of putting Battlefront 2 on the map yet again. You know, I remember the excitement before this game came out, before all the controversy. I was like, oh my god, they are nailing this game down. So it'd be nice to return to that excitement. I could feel we are getting back to that, you know what I mean? And we're kind of beyond the previous controversies of the loot crates and the loot boxes and stuff like that that really hurt the game. So yeah, let's hope that it just keeps going as it is right now. And I'm personally just absolutely thrilled that DICE is still supporting this game, even in 2019. I thought for sure maybe they would drop the game and that was going to be it for Battlefront 2. So it's nice to see the developers, community managers, this active with the community right now. It's just wonderful. But guys, thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned here to Star Wars HQ for more Star Wars Battlefront 2 news and Star Wars goodness. You know, that includes Episode 9, Jedi Fallen Order, Clone Wars Season 7 stuff, all that good stuff. We've got you guys covered. But thank you all for the love and support on the videos. Here's a menacing look at Anakin peering through Darth Vader's mask. But guys, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. Take care, and may the Force be with you always.